This is a rock. This is a house. And this is your house if you haven't heard about Amber Glenn, the U.S. gold medalist ice skater who plays Magic the Gathering. Or Leonard Williams, the guy on the Seahawks. You know, the people who just won the Super Bowl. He plays Magic the Gathering too. That's right. The jocks are nerds. Something is seriously wrong. To bring cosmic balance to the universe, this is the Magic the Gathering deck for nerds that make us do sports. So that way it's like balanced out. We're nerds doing sports stuff as opposed to the sports people doing nerd stuff. It makes sense. And unlike the Super Bowl, which was sponsored by sports betting, mass government surveillance, and of course AI, this video was brought to you by the lovely humans at Card Castle. So while you may not have an Olympic gold medal or Super Bowl trophy, what you do have is a lot of unsorted Magic cards, which is where the CardBot comes in. It's an automated scanning and sorting machine that makes building your digital collection easy as hell. Just watch it work. My goodness, it is awesome. Card Castle offers players and collectors a powerful digital platform to scan, organize, and track the value of their trading card collections with ease. And if you want to find a local CardBot, there's a map linked in the description down below to find the local ones. And you can always peer pressure your local game stores into getting a CardBot if you just want to sit back, relax, hang out, while the CardBot scans thousands of cards automatically for you while you don't even have to do anything. It's awesome. It takes all the legwork out of having to go through your bulk. It is sweet. So shout out to CardBot and Card Castle for sponsoring this video. Use my link in the description down below for a free month of the night subscription. Thank you. Let's hop right back into the video. Our commander for this deck is Kynios Antiro of Miletus. Red, green, white, blue, 2/8. Beginning of our end step, draw a card. Each player may put a land from their hand onto the battlefield. Then each opponent who doesn't draws a card. We're doing a little bit of group hug just in the commander slot because there's no I in team. Even though there's a lot of I's in Kynios Antiro of Miletus, I digress. If you cut up the letters in a certain way, we get team. So it works out. And completely unrelated, cutting up all those letters did make me feel kind of like a serial killer, and it may have awoken a bloodlust within me. I don't recognize who I am in the mirror anymore. I look at my reflection and it breaks into a large toothy grin, even though I know I'm not grinning. Anyway, this deck is all about being an athlete. So how to be an athlete? We've got Recruiter of the Guard, 2 and a white. We go find someone with toughness 2 or less. Who cares? They have those IRL. They have recruiters. They sit in the stadium and they go, I want to recruit that guy for my team. Perfect thematic thing. But what's toughness 2 in this deck? Obviously, our star athlete, 1 red. He's a 3/2 human warrior with menace. We can blitz him out if we want to. When he attacks, he does 5 damage to a player unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent that we pick. And again, cutting up the text like that really completely unrelated makes me feel like a serial killer, except there's no more newspapers or magazines. I sort of miss physical media. I can't be a serial killer as easily anymore. It is what it is. Now, Go Mysterious Mime, 3 in a red. He becomes a clone of our star athlete. Mirror Mind Crown means when we create a token, we make tokens of the thing we're equipping, and we're going to equip our star athlete so we have more athletes. Mirror form, everything's an athlete now. Each non-land permanent we control becomes a copy of our target non-aura permanent, which is going to be our star athlete. We love it. 6 mana, who cares? Rite of Replication, 2 blue, kicker 5, so we're going to pay 9 mana, get like 5 star athletes out. It's sick. Moonlit Meditation, if we're going to make a token, actually make our first guy is going to be another star athlete. Now, it might seem a little bit crazy to have that many star athletes, but it's awesome. And we want a team of star athletes because how are we going to win the Super Bowl if we don't have a team of star athletes? One athlete's not enough. We need a whole team of them. That's right. It's a team game. We want to do team stuff. The football, baby, which is why we got touchdown. It's also Approach to the Second Sun because it's a win condition. If we cast it from our hand, whatever. You guys know Approach to the Second Sun. It's from a secret lair. It's boring. I don't know. We have other stuff, but it was in there. It says touchdown. We kind of had to throw it in there. Anyway, ice skating is way cooler, which is why we got Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. They're not technically out yet. They come out in the superheroes. I don't care. 1 green, blue, 2/2. When we draw a second card, Moon Girl gets super beef. Then whenever an artifact we control enters, we draw a card only once each turn. It's skating, and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur sounds like a baller name for the Team USA. You know what I'm saying? Team USA, aka Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. They're now taking the stage. Anyway, don't worry about the text. It's mainly just because they're like skating and stuff. And they're the only art that skates. Fun fact. So the Olympics, we got to do them, which is why we got the first Iroan Games, which is basically Magic Olympics, where it enters, it makes a token, then we put 3 counters on a thing, then if we have something strong, we draw 2 cards, and we get gold. It's good. I like it. Iroan Games. Makes sense. Very sportsy. Then, of course, we want to do fantasy and sports at the same time. That's what the deck is all about, doing nerdy stuff, but sports stuff at the same time so we can show those Olympians what's up. So we got Blitzball, baby. We got tightest Blitzball star, the player. We got Blitzball, the stadium. We got Blitzball, the ball. It's very good. And, of course, the sequel, we got Blitzball, the side quest. It's great. Now, I went through those kind of fast, so let me explain them a little bit more in detail. Tightest Blitzball star, 1 white, blue, 2/1. Basically, he taps a blocker down. It's like a sports thing. He like tackles somebody, I guess. I don't know. Then we got Blitzball, the stadium. X and a blue supports X, so we make things a little bit stronger. We got a lot of +1 counter synergy going on. Then we can go for the goal, which is kind of card draw. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each kind of counter on it. So, and it can't be blocked, which will be important later. Then we got Blitzball, the ball. 3 mana, it's a mana ball. It's whatever. And we can draw cards from it sometimes if we do combat damage by a legendary creature to an opponent. Doesn't have to be us, could be somebody else. I digress. Anyway, the creme de la creme, of course, of the sports ball game deck of all time, Strixhaven Stadium. You knew it was coming. 3 mana artifact, it's good. We get 10 points. Then when we hit somebody, they lose the game, which means we're closer to winning the game. It's good. We just don't want anybody to hurt us because then we have to take points away from us, which sucks. But Strixhaven Stadium's sick. We're tapping blockers down. We're unblockable. We got a lot of +1/+1s. It'll work out really well. It's a teamwork game, so we're doing teamwork stuff. So besides our plan of making a Mickey 17 amount of star athletes all over the board, we've got summon Knights of the Round because it's a team game. So we're making a lot of guys. We're summoning a whole team. 3 2/2 white knights for 4 turns. That is a lot of things. And then guess what? They become unkillable on the 5th turn because it gets +2/+2, an indestructible counter on each of them. That's gnarly as hell. It's 8 mana, but we're playing more land, extra turns. We got the stuff. It's good. Not extra turns, but extra land per turn. You know what I'm saying? So suck it, Russians, because obviously we're still mad at you guys. You guys are still the bad guys, right? In a lot of sports. I watch Rocky. You got that big guy. He's scary. Hopefully we're still fighting the Russians in the Olympics and stuff. That'd be cool. Fight rigging, you know, because I was talking about Rocky. 2 and a green. Guess what? Highway 5, so we can cast something for cheap later. And it's Roids the card. It's pretty good. Combat, make something stronger. Then if you have something with power 7 or greater, we can play that thing without casting it. Sick. Then we got prize fight. It's removal. And it makes us money. It's pretty good. Then we got pugnacious pugilist. Look at this guy. This guy is a fucking beefcake. He's Roids the card with italicized. So you know that this guy is beefy as hell. 3 red. When he attacks, we make a tap and attack in 1/1 that does damage to something when it dies. Cool. I like it. We got professional wrestler. We got the Rock the card. He's cool. Enters, makes a treasure. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Not that useful all the time, but he's a wrestler. It's cool. Now, of course, competition needs a crowd so that it's entertainment. You can't just be good by yourself. You need people to watch you be good. So enter cheering crowd. 1 hybrid red-green, 2/2. Guess what? It's the best card ever printed. My God, I love this card. You get mana and you get stronger and it passes around the table. It's so good. Extra mana is nice. No one ever says no to that. And it hypes everybody up. It's good. Sometimes the crowd even goes wild. X and a green with assist. Another player can hype us up if they want to. We get stronger, +1/+1s. And creatures with +1/+1s get trample. So now we get past their defensive line. It's Crater Hoof Behemoth, but it was crowdfunded on Indiegogo. It's awesome. And Boxing Ring is 1 and a green. We make money off of it sometimes because we fight. Sometimes because whenever a creature we control enters, it fights up to 1 other target creature we don't control with the same mana value. So if there's nothing with the same mana value as the thing we just had to enter the battlefield, we don't fight, we don't make money. But hey, that's sports for you, baby. It's sports betting, kind of, I guess, but in a less predatory way. Anyway, Surge to Victory. 4, 2 red, exile target instant or sorcery from our graveyard. Guess what? Creatures get buff. They get roided up. +X+0 until end of turn, where X is that card's mana value. Then when a creature we control deals combat damage, we get to copy the exiled card and cast it for free, baby. Free stuff. Who's saying no to that? Especially when that free thing could be, as sportsmen term, savage beating. 3, 2 red, untap all creatures we control. After this phase, additional combat phase. Infinite combats. As long as we can keep hitting people with our combat damage Surge to Victory stuff, then we get to go infinite. It goes crazy, and it's awesome. But before we get to do all that crazy infinite stuff, we got to make sure to prep and grind. No athlete becomes an athlete overnight, an Olympian, without eating their vegetables. So we got to make sure we got our bases covered. Starting off strong with Toothy, Imaginary Friend. 3 and a blue. Whenever we draw a card, put a +1 counter on Toothy. Then when Toothy skedaddles the battlefield, draw a card for each +1 counter on it. That might seem slow until you realize we got Peer, Imaginative Rascal, because they got partners, so they, put them into our hand. It's good. If 1 or more counters will be put on a permanent, we get that many +1. Nice. So that means we get more draw and we get more counter stuff. We got a lot of counter things going on, especially with this next card, Together Forever. It's 2 white mana. We get counters. Nice. Then we can pay 1, choose target creature with a counter on it. When that creature dies, return it to our owner's hand. So that's us. So if our little toothy guy dies, he comes back to our hand, we draw a bunch of cards. It's really good. Very nice. Huddle Up. 2 in a blue, but it's team shit because you can have somebody else pay for some of the mana cost. Nice. 2 target players, each draw a card. I don't know. It was fun card draw. And it was like team shenanigans. I liked it. But how does this deck win? How do we do the sports thing? Well, Kainios and Tiro of Miletus, they give us extra land, which is mana and good draw as well. So theoretically, we get Star Athlete out early. Then we start Rite of Replicate in this guy, making a bunch of token copies of it so we can defend the contested game ball. That's right. Of course, it's in the deck. 2 mana for an artifact. If we are dealt combat damage, they gain control of it. Youch. You can pay 2 and tap it to draw a card, put a point counter on it. Then if it has 5 points, sack it, make a treasure token. We got a lot of Star Athletes. Hopefully we're defending or at least getting the ball back and forth. Very good. We also got Titus. He's doing stuff like tapping down target creatures so we can hit things easier with Strixhaven Stadium. It makes sense, especially because we got Fight Rigging, which means we're going to make Titus even stronger and then cast that thing for free, which could be perhaps Underfoot Underdogs. 2 in a red. When it enters, we create a 1/1. Then we can pay 1. Target creature we control with power 2 or less can't be blocked. An unblockable thing, getting in for the Strixhaven Stadium, getting us extra points, maybe meaning they lose the game. Genius. But what about touchdown? Well, it's boring, like I said before. So, yeah, it's effective, though, so it's a way to win. It's not a very sportsmanlike way to win, but I digress. It's good. We got Risky Move, the less boring card. It's really good. It's like trading, but cooler, because it's 3 and 3 red. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they gain control of Risky Move. When you gain control of Risky Move from another player, choose a creature you control and an opponent. Flip a coin. If you lose the flip, that opponent gain control of that creature. It's good. It's basically like the whole football like roster thing that gets traded around every season, which never made sense to me, but now it's a Magic card, and it's cool, and I like it, and it's awesome. So now the nerds are finally jocks, and balance has been restored to the universe because now we're doing sports things. It's our turn now. Cheering crowd, if you ever thought this could be you, well, guess what? You could support me on Patreon. All I'm saying is if you like this video, hey, Patreon, check it out. I do Commander deck roasts, deck help. I'll build you a custom Commander deck. I also stream Quips&Guac _ on Twitch. Come follow me. It's awesome. Also, you can buy my playmats at jakematt.com. Very nice. They look really pretty. Also, I have a Discord linked in the description down below. And again, big shout out to Card Castle for sponsoring this video. Use my link in the description down below for 1 free month. Hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the Olympics and also the Super Bowl or whatever the bread and circuses that it is, the government, etc., etc. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.